Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and the web is blowing up with information about Black Ops 2. Now before I get into the details, I want to issue this warning. I follow this news all the time, been doing it for years, and the thing that you need to know is it's often rubbish when it comes out in, March, or even later. I remember videos into the summer of last year about Modern Warfare 3 turned out to be completely untrue. So I'm going to cover the rumors, but I like to give you some indication of how accurate this stuff is, and at this time of year, it can be garbage. But let's look at what they're telling us. The first thing, game modes. So there's a new game mode called Escort. Don't know if this is true, but it looks like it's similar to Search and Destroy, where a live player must be escorted to one of 3 areas without being killed. I don't know if this live is going to be like a non-player character, or if it's going to be somebody on your team, but that's the deal. It'll have rounds where if you die, you're out. That's that. Drop zone kill confirm will come back, which I love. And Infected and Team Defender will go away. To be honest, if we lost Team Defender, I don't think I'd cry about it. I don't really play that game mode. But Infected will be sorely missed. I think that game mode is a lot of fun. Point streaks. So there's a lot going on with point streaks that's new in Black Ops. Now, one of the things I'm psyched about is they're going to try to keep that emphasis on objective play that Modern Warfare 3 kicked off. Well, in the COD series. I mean, certainly, like, Battlefield and Medal of Honor and games like that gave objective point streaks before Call of Duty did. But back on topic. There's going to be a larger emphasis on objectives. A bomb plant will be worth 2 points, like 2 kills, which is a really good thing. A neutral flag, I'm taking this to mean domination, is worth 1 point, but an enemy flag is worth 2. I think that's really awesome as well. That's a cool thing. The specialist kill streak has been rumored to be updated. So instead of getting 1 more perk at 2, 4, 6, and then the mother load over on your 8 kill, you get 1 more perk at 2, 2 more perks at 4, 3 more perks at 6, and then 4 more perks at 8. So you can see in the visual aid how many perks you have opened up at different points in your point streak. So this is the new way that it's going to work. I like it, I think. I don't know. It seems a little more complicated to set up your classes if you have to sit there and manage all those unloads. But I don't mind it. Whatever. They're keeping things fresh. It's all good. Let's move on. Another thing, there's a rumor of a new point streak award called Heat Vision, right? So what happens is you earn your point streak, or kill streak if you want to call it that, and the player pulls out a scope from his pocket and attaches it to his gun, right? There's this little animation on there, I assume. And with it, you can spot other players through walls. So it sounds really powerful. At first, I was like, no, that's a terrible perk. But then I realized, it's a point streak award. It's really not that much different than a Blackbird or a UAV. It's just kind of gun mounted. It's really not a lot different than Marksman. So maybe this is legit. I don't know. When I first saw it, I thought, it's BS. Keep in mind, this time of year, these rumors are often untrue. But that's the rumor that's out there. Prestiging is said to be different. So there'll be 15 prestiges, which to me is too much, but that's just me. And the first one will have 50 ranks. Every 2 prestiges, there'll be a 5 rank increase. So the final prestige has 90 levels. Kind of a neat concept, I guess. Let's keep moving. Call of Duty Elite 2.0. So Elite's being fully incorporated into Black Ops 2. I take this to be like a decision that comes down from corporate. I don't think anybody is happy with Elite. Combat record's been modified and renamed as Elite Stats. There'll be a specific lobby for clan matches. That's kind of an interesting thing. A lobby for team versus team play. And clan tournaments will now be implemented. Activision, if you somehow see this, I think you need to keep in mind that go Woody, go. I think you need to keep in mind that the whole world sees Elite now, and it puts a bad taste in their mouth. You guys need to do something to fix the impression around that, because right now we just feel robbed. But back on topic. Removed. So there's no Moab and no nuke. That's what the rumor is. I'm honestly don't mind Moabs. When the other team gets them, it's pretty rare, to be honest. I've only had like 2 or 3 Moabs dropped on me in all of my Modern Warfare 3. Nukes I absolutely didn't like. People would just camp their way to a win, and you always had to watch the enemy team for that like one guy, who's like 20-0, and your guy's 0-20, and you're like, man, they're gonna rob us of this game. And the thing about nukes is they, ruined my enjoyment of the game. But Moabs don't seem to be doing that. No last stand and no death streaks. I love that, right? So last stand makes all of us mad, right? Nobody likes dying to a guy in last stand. Death streaks I don't like earning them. They remind me that I'm really on a rough tear, and I don't like it when other people have them. There's a lot more bad that comes from, both Last Stand and Death Streaks. I don't think people get Last Stand and think, sweet baby, this is awesome. Now I'm in Last Stand. No, it sucks. It sucks on both sides. There's not that much that you get from it on the positive, and there's a ton that you lose from it when you're on the negative. When you're that guy who loses to this cheap crap. No flamethrower attachment. I guess that's all right. The truth is, I never minded the flamethrower attachment. It wasn't like it was OP, and if you wanted to have fun with it, you could go have fun. But I didn't use it, so I didn't use it very much anyway. So whatever. Map design and size will be following Black Ops, not Modern Warfare 3. So, with the intro of Modern Warfare 3, what used to be considered a medium-sized map is now, a pretty big map. And then Modern Warfare 3 has a collection of maps that are all kind of firing range sized, which was a small map over on the Black Ops side. So it looks like they're going to go back to Black Ops and make maps bigger again. And when I see this, I don't know what to think. Map design is so tricky, right? Like Modern Warfare 3, it's good that it's fast paced. It's good. I like that submachine guns, for example, are probably the most powerful weapons in this game because, and it's certainly not this MK14 I'm using. I have to keep everyone at a distance. I like that submachine guns are powerful. I like that, running around with them and doing your thing really works out. I think it's cool. I guess I like the action part of Modern Warfare 3 map design. But the BS part, the part where you kill a guy and then all of a sudden he gets this revenge spawn right behind you and suddenly you get owned by him. The part in Free For All where the two of you spawn in the same spot and one of you is, just a quarter second in front of the other, so you get like a free knife in the back or knifed in the back. There are downsides to having maps as small as Modern Warfare 3, which is the BS. And you guys allow me to repeat myself. The capital sin, the mortal sin in a single player game for me is being lost, right? I don't want to not know what to do next. And in a multiplayer game, the mortal sin, the thing that I hate the most is when I die and it's not my fault. When I die and there was nothing I could do about it, when I didn't make a bad decision, I didn't play bad, my stick control was fine. When I die and it was just BS because it was lag or because it was a spawn or something like that, then that really feels unfair and it makes me mad. And that's what small maps get you. On the other hand, I do love the pacing of Modern Warfare 3, so we'll see how it works out in Black Ops. So running short on time compared to how much I had to talk about, sniper rifles. So it looks like there's going to be no aim assist on the sniper rifle, but they're going to work a little better, in terms of shooting straight, and there's not going to be any sway, or less sway. That's good, right? In Black Ops, what they did to get rid of quickscoping was they made it so that even if you put the bullet right on target in the first half second or so it wouldn't go where it was supposed to. It wouldn't shoot straight, and that's a bad thing. What they're doing now is they're going to make the bullet shoot straight so that you can quickscope, but you have to be darn good. At least with a controller, it's super hard to, zap on target. On the PC world, I don't think those guys have aim assist at all. So for them, maybe sniper rifles are going to be kind of OP. On the console, they're going to be hard to use, but at least it will be possible if you're good enough on the stick to quickscope over in Black Ops 2. And I believe this could be true because I saw David Vonderhaar kind of brainstorming with on Twitter with us, his customers, saying, what should we do about quickscoping? Yeah, I know that some of you guys want it, some guys don't. And I think they've come up with a pretty good compromise there, which is to say, it'll lock right on target if you can lock it right on target, but we're not going to do it for you. They're not like what I'll say abusing a game mechanic, to let the game stick it on target for you. No, pretty cool stuff. We'll see how it plays. That's what really counts. The way that your player looks in game will no longer be based on just one perk or one rifle. His appearance will be a combination of all the perks and point streaks that he's using, and that's pretty interesting. I would, if it works really well and I can actually tell who I'm facing based on what they look like, then that impacts the gameplay in a pretty positive way. Got to keep going. Hardcore. So they're going to put more emphasis on hardcore than they had before. There'll be no noob tubes. Only vehicle-guided rocket launches are permitted, so you can't RPG each other. The respawn timings will be decreased for most of the modes. One bullet in the foot will no longer kill a person. It'll take a head or a chest shot. And if a person's severely wounded, they will bleed out eventually, which is a whole new game mechanic that looks pretty interesting. Pro perks are different. So historically, Black Ops makes it really hard to earn their version of the pro perks, and this time it's even bigger. What's going to happen is there'll be two kinds of pro perks, right? You know, so the example they use is there's one called Speed, which reduces the time it takes to aim down sights. There's one chain of like challenges you can complete to make your pro perks swap weapons faster, and another chain of challenges you can complete to throw your equipment faster. And the only way to switch from one to the other is to prestige. So wow, it looks like you can't just do what like I did in Modern Warfare 3, which is unlock all the pro perks and have them nicely like that. No, you have to make a choice on which pro perk is going to help you the most. Interesting stuff. And then the last thing I want to talk about is combat training. So combat training is coming back with big improvements. The difficulty is no longer based on how long the bots take to start shooting, which I wonder what that means. Are they going to run more intelligent routes? Are they going to be harder to shoot? Like maybe, you know, they'll die slower like they do in later rounds of Spec Ops? I'm not quite sure. It says they're going to have an advanced artificial intelligence system. It sounds like they've been working a lot on combat training. Maybe they want combat training to be as addictive and compelling as zombies is. Don't know. But it should be cool stuff. So anyway, that's everything. There'll be a link in the description to where I got some of this information. You can read it for yourself, and have a good day. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and two videos you may have missed. The top one is Wife Wednesday, where she and I do a dual com. It came out pretty well this time. I like the energy in it. The bottom one was Respawn Entertainment's COD Killer. So the people that made the original Call of Duty have left Activision and formed their own company, and they're trying to make like a sci-fi based game that beats Call of Duty. So we'll see how that goes. I talk all about it in that video. So check those out. Have a good day, and don't forget to vote for me in King of the Web.